A company sent me this pretty cool handheld printer. Let me tell you a little bit about it. When I got it, all of this was inside a cardboard box, but it is a pretty cool little case here. It has a metal piece on the front. Don't throw that away. Let's open this up. Now, I will say that we have been using this for the past few days. I just put it back in here for the presentation, but we'll go ahead and pull everything out, starting with the actual printer part itself, and this is it. It does come with a battery because this is rechargeable. The charger for the battery comes with a little plastic bag here that has a USB dongle in it, a stylus, and then another piece down in here. And you get the ink cartridge with it. The ink cartridge is all sealed up when you get it, so make sure you remove that plastic sealing around that, and you can remove this little clip that is on it here. Don't get rid of this. You'll want to save this for later. You'll notice some contacts here on the bottom of the ink cartridge. There are also some contacts down inside the printer there, so it's pretty easy just to line it up, stick it in just like that, and then here is a little lever on the back. Go ahead and kind of close that and tighten it up, and that's all there is to installing the ink cartridge. Make sure you have the battery turned just right and slide it in, and it will snap in and lock in, but it's easy to remove. It has these little tabs. Pull that there and it slides back out. To charge it, you just use this wall plug here. It has a barrel plug, and here is the charging port on the printer itself. The plug here is for something that we won't use, but the power button is this red button right here. Go ahead and press it. The screen will light up, and it comes up right there. We were actually typing my son's name, so that is what is on the screen. And you can actually edit this. You can delete this. This is where the stylus comes in handy because it's kind of tough on some of these little letters up here. But so we're going to go ahead and just tap on this and tell it delete. Then we'll add, and we can add text just like this. All you have to do is click on the text button and type out your text. So it is pretty touchy screen, so you just want to be sure and be aware of that. So now we have hello in there. You can actually change the size. We can change this down to 50, and you see it actually reflects on there just as it would on your print. But we're going to actually go ahead and change it back to 150 for this demonstration here. Go ahead and hit the little green check mark. Now we have the word hello on there. So it comes with a USB stick, and you can actually put the USB stick in here. If you want to use this with your computer with a logo, you can save a logo. You want to make sure that it's no taller than 150 pixels, and then you can actually save it to the flash drive. Then you load the flash drive in here. And then all you would have to do is tell it to add. Then you go to image, and then we have a small logo image here. We'll tell it to open, and there it has our logo. So we could actually have hello and have a logo beside it if you wanted to do that. So let's say you had this set up with a name and your logo and you wanted to save it. You can actually go File and Save, and that way you can have some presets saved in here. But for this, we're going to go ahead and remove the flash drive. So now to actually print with this thing, you want to go ahead and hit this button here, which is on the trigger, and it'll tell you waiting. So it is ready to print. Now we're just actually going to turn this over on the cardboard just like this. We're going to pull the trigger one more time and roll it. And now we have the words and our logo printed directly on that cardboard. I think that is pretty cool. And you can see it does have the rollers here, so you can go pretty quick, but the faster you go, the less consistent that it is. So for instance, we could actually do it right here. We could do it fast, but you see it kind of has a little curve to it just because our hands naturally curve. So it's nothing with this, it's just the way that we move our hand. So I think that is pretty cool. So if you try to print on something like this bubble mailer right here with it, it just smears. It doesn't work. But that is where this piece comes in handy. So I told you not to get rid of it. You want to hang on to this. That way this keeps it up off of the bubble mailer. So we can lay this down on the bubble mailer just like this and just kind of position it where we want it. And this is where our printing is going to be. So we position the printer here, pull the trigger, roll it over it that way, and it prints no problem. So even on these bubble mailers, you can actually print text on it. It's pretty awesome. Remember the little plastic piece on your ink cartridge? It is recommended that when you finish using this, you go ahead and take the ink back out and then put the little plastic protective piece over the ink cartridge and store it that way, just like that.